Good morning, Hoosiers. Welcome back to the Bloomington Breakfast Club. I'm your host, Gabrielle Balanson, and it's been a little while since I've seen you all. I have a new co-host.
Hi, I'm Juliana Mary. I am so excited to be joining Gabrielle on this season of the show every Monday morning. We have so many exciting things planned, and I cannot wait.
This season's going to be structured a little differently. We'll be out and about in the Bloomington community on location. I think that makes for a more interesting show.
Yes, it's going to be so fun. We're going to be going all around Bloomington, visiting so many different places. And today specifically, we're at the Osteria Rago with Susan, who we're going to be interviewing today. She's the owner of not only this restaurant, but also Nick's English Pub with her husband, Greg.
Yes, and we will be getting an insider's look at the kitchen, seeing how some fresh homemade pasta is made, and yeah, it's gonna be a great morning. Let's walk in. Now, it is not the Bloomington Breakfast Club without our unnecessary updates of the day.
Of course.
So, Juliana, what do you have for us today?
Okay, so I heard that Barbara Streisand has plans to clone her dog, and I personally think it's a great idea. I don't know how you feel about this, Gabby, but I think that if I could have my dog in two places at once, like here with me at school and at home, I don't know.
I see your thought process. It freaks me out just a little.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Do we have any plans on when she's gonna do this?
I'm not sure. We'll see if this actually comes to fruition.
Yeah.
But I'll be interested to see how this all plays out because then do the dogs meet each other? I want the details on this.
I do too. When you know, let me know.
Okay.
And then this little update on the lovely Meghan Markle. I'm a huge fan of Meghan's. I really am. But there has been a lot of speculation around her newly found British accent because, I mean, she did marry Prince Harry. I don't know, people are saying that, you know, she's doing it just for show or it's actually coming out and genuine. What do you think?
Well, maybe it's rubbing off on her. I'm not totally sure, but it's definitely very prevalent when you listen to interviews and things like that. You can definitely hear it. So I guess we'll see if she ever comes back with a comment on that and says whether or not it's real.
I mean, if I were her, I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Yeah, she can do whatever she wants.
Exactly.
To kick off season 3, we are so excited about our new segment, Food Feud, with Jason Perlman and Maddie McMahon. They're going to be comparing different cuisines around the Bloomington area, and we're so excited to see what they test out.
Yeah, stay tuned.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to Food Feuds. This is our very first episode. I'm your co-host, Maddie.
I'm Jason.
Food Feuds, to give you a basic rundown, is basically just a comparison of two restaurants. Once a week, we will be updating you with new episodes. Today, we are reviewing Mother Bear's Pizza.
And Wheel Pizza.
And we are very excited. I got a very tiny 6-inch cheese, so we're working with what we got. What do we have over here, Jason?
Okay, so over here we have 2 slices from Wheel Pizza on Kirkwood. And we've got a pepperoni slice. Well, this is a regular slice, though.
Love pepperoni. To give you a little background history of Mother Bear's, it's right on East 3rd Street. It's a classic, famous pizza place in Bloomington, Indiana. If you go here and you're a student of Indiana University, I'd be very disappointed in you if you did not know this place. I live in Forest, just across the street on East 3rd, and I make too many stops here.
And this is Wheel Pizza on Kirkwood. It's a little bit on the newer side. It's right on the bottom of Stacks. So if you're partying at Stacks and you get a little hungry, have a little hunger in your stomach, right in your belly, you go right into a wheeled pizza, say hi to the really nice guy working at the counter. He gets you a nice regular slice, maybe a little bit of pepperoni, get some garlic knots, and the night ends up being really good. So
really good, and so does the pizza.
Are you ready to give this a try?
Yes. I'm a little biased. I live across the street from Mother Bear's, so
really? Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
I mean,
you take a slice. Don't take the big one. That's mine.
These are some pretty small slices, right? I mean, the
yeah,
crust.
They're tiny, but we'll work with it.
The crust is very crusty on the end. You got a little black, a little white on the bottom.
All right.
Cheese looks good.
Cheers. I can't wait any longer.
Pretty good.
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'm gonna give it 5 out of 10, maybe.
5 out of 10. That
5
is
out of 10.
horrible. This is classic Bloomington,
Listen,
Indiana pizza.
I'm from New York. You're from
I'm from
Chicago. She's a deep dish girl.
I am deep dish.
I'm a thin crust guy, so like
better than
I don't know if
pizza.
we really.
100%.
You think Chicago is better pizza? All right.
Pizzeria Uno or Due?
You'll have to go to Penn Station and go to Rose's Pizza. We'll have a conversation. All right, now. You have the big
slice?
Yeah, this is your slice. Do you like pepperoni or regular?
I love pepperoni.
Right.
I gotta do pepperoni. I should have got pepperoni from Mother Bear's, but we'll work with it.
All right, so here you have a slightly bigger slice.
Slightly. It's huge.
Yeah, it is pretty huge.
Okay, cheers again. You got a pizza.
What are you in a rush for? You gotta.
It's pizza.
It's pizza.
I'm starving.
I'm always patient with my pizza. I gotta fold the slice. I gotta
Why do you fold it though?
Why do I fold it? Because it's a New York thing. This is what we do.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. This is good pizza. See, the consistency is the same all out, and then you have a thinner crust on the end, whereas in the other one, it was more like deeper dish.
It's fluffier in Mother Bear's. This is thinner. I would give this a 6 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God.
All right, you guys, the verdict is still out. We just reviewed Mother Bear's Pizza and
Wheels Pizza on Kirkwood, and
Mother Bear's is what I would like to say.
I think I'm gonna go with Wheel because I'm more of a New York guy. This is a New York-Chicago conflict we have here, but shake my hand because we're gonna be doing a lot of reviews together.
But find out yourselves. Next week, we will be reviewing Chipotle versus Qdoba. So tune in, please.
Grub up. Keep grubbing.
You're
Enjoy.
watching Food Feuds. Thanks, guys.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Balanson, co-host of the Bloomington Breakfast Club.
And I'm Bryce Reef, Creative Content Director for Indiana University Student TV. And if you enjoy the shows that we feature and want to get involved, then we've got great news for you.
IUSTV is always looking for motivated and talented individuals that want to help make the best shows possible. From sports and news to our morning and late night talk shows, we are looking for talent both in front of and behind the camera.
And if you don't have any experience, don't worry, we have professionals that will train you in gathering the skills you need to excel.
So if you ever wanted to work in the world of television, then email Bryce at breef@umail.iu.edu for getting involved with this great organization.
And please support IUSTV by subscribing to us on all social media platforms and our YouTube channel. We hope to hear from you soon, and go Hoosiers.
We are here in the kitchen, as you can see, change of scenery, with Cody Gradoff. He is the production preparation manager. Going to show us how to make some pasta.
Yes, we are so excited. Cody, show us what you do.
All right, good morning.
Hi.
So this is a pretty basic process. The machine kind of does all the work, but it's still genuine house-made pasta. So basically what we do is measure out the ingredients, which is just semolina flour here and purified water, and start the mix on the machine. And,
Amazing.
That's awesome.
So,
so such fresh, like simple ingredients to start.
yeah. So you're just going to put it in here. And what machine, what is this called?
This is the pasta maker.
And then we're putting some water in.
Water in.
Okay. So what is the process like right now?
We're just mixing what we're looking for. It's kind of a wet sandy mixture through some trial and error. The other guys, Josh Miller, he pretty much figured out all the right ratios to make a proper product.
So what type of pasta is being made? What
I
shape?
guess what we are going to need today, we're going to need some capellini. We're making our own fresh mozzarella every day.
Wow, wow.
You know, we're making fresh pizza dough for our wood-fired oven.
Wow.
You know, there are a lot of
And there's the homemade sauces, correct, as
all
well?
the sauces are homemade. We got our bolognese. We made it exact yesterday.
How many servings would you say this makes?
I did break it down once. So there's 10 pounds of flour in here and 48 ounces of water. And that should turn out about 42 to 44-ish servings.
So right now, Cody is making fettuccine, homemade fresh fettuccine. He's gonna show us what it looks like.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So the part where you just have to stay up with the machine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does
Oh,
go
wow.
pretty fast.
Wow.
Nice.
I feel like I'm in Italy. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. So cool. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And there you have
They're
it.
really,
Wow.
yeah, they're not sticky.
Yeah.
They're nice and soft. Perfect shape. Little
Yes.
fettuccine noodle. I love it.
So cool. So cool.
Thank you so much for letting us in your kitchen, showing us what you do.
Yes, it's truly an art.
It is. I
yes.
don't think I could do it. And we will come by and have some of
Yes,
them.
we
for
definitely
sure.
need to try some.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
We are here now at the Osteria, sitting down with Susan Bright, who is the owner of Nick's and Osteria Rago with your husband.
Correct.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Thank
It's a
you
bright
so
sunny
much.
morning, and I'm thrilled to share whatever I can.
Thank
with
you
guys.
so much for being with us here today. We're so excited.
We really are. So just to start off, I know we just took an inside look at the kitchen, but so tell us where your inspiration for this restaurant came from.
Probably stems back from the first owner of Nick's English Hut that opened it in 1927, and he gave Bloomington Nick's and owned it 30 years, and 50 years later, second owner took Nick's to the next level, and as we're the third owners, it's like, what can we leave behind in our community? And Nick's is Nick's. We couldn't really top it, but maintain its operations. So my husband's ancestry is Italian, and he's been cooking at Nick's for 40 years, and he knows how to cook really well and delicious Italian. So we had a vision that we should leave a legacy behind with great Italian food.
Oh, and what better legacy to leave than fresh, homemade Italian food? It's amazing. It's
So
amazing.
good.
And what is your personal favorite dish on the menu?
Oh goodness, I'm a
I know.
ravioli fan from little girl. So ravioli, 4 cheese, basic organic tomato sauce with basil. Simple and delicious.
Organic.
Yes.
Yes, all of our red sauce is organic tomatoes.
Oh wow, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And then I know you said your husband is Italian, so what is his secret to perfecting that authentic Italian cuisine?
Paying attention to his bisnonno and his grandmother's recipes, because they're there for a reason. They've been cooking Italian for centuries, and to bring it to the United States, this young country that's still dappling with all kinds of authenticities. So he's keeping true to heart with some of those Italian dishes, and he's got a creative mind that can put spices together with meats and proteins and vegetables.
Well, awesome. And you have this beautiful location, as we can see here, but you also do carry out. So tell us a little bit about that. How does it work?
So the carry-out business was developed because we only have 62 seats here. And it's hard to make a real good profit on only 62 seats. You can only turn them over so many times in a day. So we're like, we're in the hub of downtown Bloomington, a lot of professional businesses. IU's a block and a half from us. It's like a lot of people are walking, so why not have a carry-out business? So we're hoping that'll bring in like 30% of our sales.
Yeah.
A lot of tailgating going on football Saturdays. Just get your sheet of lasagna here, or whatever you care for, we'll put together for you. We got a lot of things on the menu, but if it's not on the menu, we'll fix it.
That sounds
Love
perfect.
that.
Yes.
So what is the hardest thing that you would say that you've learned over the years about being in the restaurant business?
Well, I can't probably say it in 2 minutes. The hardest thing I learned about opening a new restaurant, it's way different than managing a well-oiled restaurant that's been in business for 90 years. So, you know, you have to combine people, products, customer service. I mean, there's so much training that needs to go on, and you have a high turnover. I mean, our industry is known for it. Luckily, Nick's is a low turnover. It's like 50%, and our average is 200 in our restaurant sector. So I feel we'll have, you know, successes here if we can maintain similar business models as Nick's.
Right. And what do you think are some of the best parts about owning not one but 2 restaurants now in Bloomington?
Oh, I get to eat better.
Oh, so true, whenever you want it.
Yes.
You know, if you have a full-time job at a restaurant,
Yeah.
everybody agrees you get tired of their food, right?
Right.
So if I'm tired of Osteria food, I go to Nick's. And if I'm
Oh,
tired
perfect.
of Nick's food, I go to
A little back and forth.
Best
I love
of both
that.
worlds.
And then how would you say this restaurant sets you apart from other Italian restaurants in Bloomington?
Well, since I've been here since early 1980s, I've seen Bloomington lacking a real Italian restaurant. We have franchises, and we have an independent on the square, but they're tapping into the American Italian, where we're tapping into the Italian.
Right.
So we have fresh pasta, which is not made here in Bloomington except for us, so you have to come. And we do carry that out too. You can just buy pounds of fresh pasta, ravioli
That's good to know.
to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, how easy.
We're getting into the sauces. We have a case back there that'll eventually be stocked with sauces. You just pick up and go with your pasta or salads or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds so good. Oh my goodness.
So that's how we're distinguishing ourselves from being
Yeah.
a little bit different than the average Italian restaurant.
Yes, very good. And what are your overall goals for the Osteria moving forward?
Well, we have a big one that's the last part of this phase, and that's opening our second floor. So
wow.
if you've mentioned that you love the way this building looks. So hearsay is it was an old carriage house from the 1800s. So we tried to portray some of that on the landscape here, and then also bring in the landscape of Tuscany, Italy, hence the color of the walls and the iron. So the upstairs is going to be turned into a speakeasy, which will open as this place closes. We close relatively early at 9 p.m. And so that will open upstairs like 8 p.m.
Party upstairs.
And
Yes.
tap into our Prohibition days when Nick's opened, and it was illegal to drink alcohol in public establishments. So we'll put a hole through one of the walls and connect our 2 buildings and bring our three-way liquor license over, and have the party upstairs.
Very cool. Well, much to look forward to with that. Again, thank you so much for being on the show and kicking off season 3 with us.
Perfect
Pleasure's
way to
mine.
start it.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you. And for those of you who have been tuning in since season 1, thank you so much. We're so happy to be back. For those of you who are new here, we're so happy to have you. Yes. And stay tuned on all social media at B-Town BeFast Club. And don't forget to use the hashtag BTownBeFast. We will see you next week, guys.